everyone! Welcome back to my Demon Hunter playthrough for World of Warcraft, specifically Blood Elf Demon Hunter. I finally got him to level 110. Turns out, since the last time, as I found out, there was no progression at 105, only once he got to 110. Well, I finally have gotten him to 110. Realizing how much fun the class actually is, and also I've been playing more of the tank spec, Vengeance. I think right now, ever since they made the class changes via BFA, it feels like the tank spec is actually more fun to play now than the DPS spec. Plus I'm also feeling more survivable, like I can live through more and still do pretty decent amount of damage. He feels like a really good tank spec. And of course, with all the mobility he has, it's just so fun, especially for getting around places. But anyway, we finally got to 110. I've actually gotten a couple pieces of my class order hall set. Look at this. This is the face or the head piece of that set. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Helm of the Shattered Abyss. I have 2 of the 8 pieces, so I've got more out-of-combat regeneration. But man, what a crazy headpiece that is. Look at that. Oh, that is insane. So anyway, so I'm looking pretty cool right now. I had to do a mission to get to this quest, which was I had to find 3 of the optional open world bosses in the Broken Isles. 1 in High Mountain, 1 in Suramar, 1 in Val Shara. They're optional bosses you more than likely have come across in those zones, just in generic questing. But now I get access to the next quest here for the class order hall.
What have you given?
I did some recon in Stormheim. What I discovered is that the Tidescorn are a tribe of Rykul who have been cut off from the sea by their Cavaldier brethren. Many of the Tidescorn have pledged their services to the Legion and become Fellscorn. Malice Shade. So we get, we still have some. We're still at odds with some of the Wardens. Malice Shade was last seen heading towards the Fellscorn war camp. It is likely that she was captured. I have arranged a flight to Stormheim for you. When you are ready, you can use the gateway to travel to Dalaran and speak with Aludane Whitecloud at Crassus's Landing.
Be careful. The last place she was seen is near the Gates of Valor. Nasty place.
Alright. So now we will head there. I guess it doesn't matter which gateway we take. So in case you're curious about the progress I've done, as you probably might know... Oh, there's a Legion Assault. Oh my gosh. Yeah, World Quests have been unlocked for this. Look at this. This is the World Quest Tracker add-on. Pretty crazy once you unlock World Quests in this area. But as you probably might remember, we finished Stormheim. I did finish High Mountain over here. And I also finished Azuna. So, this, I have not done Val Shara yet, but that's okay. Because, as I found out, once you hit 111, you are unable to then queue up in the group finder for dungeons in Legion. It will only allow you to queue up for dungeons in battle for Azeroth. And of those 4 starter zones, Val Shara is the only one that doesn't require you to go into a dungeon to get a Pillar of Creation. You're only going there to save Malfurion, but Tyrande will go ahead and give you the Pillar of Creation before you have to go into the dungeon. So, in that regard, it's probably best now if you're wanting to use the group finder to make sure you can get the Pillars of Creation, to get those achievements, do that stuff. I would definitely recommend holding off Val Shara for last. Try to take care of the other 3 so you can use the group finder in order to get to specific dungeons you need to get to. Because once you hit 111, those go away, and it only allows these. So you got to make sure that you get the other 3, and then save Val Shara for last if you're just wanting to get the Pillars of Creation. You know, I know that sounds poor for, bad for Malfurion, but hey, what you gonna do? Alright, so this should take me straight to wherever this is. Malice in Vrykul land. I do still have the, like I said, I have the Nature's Call. I haven't done any of the main story quests yet for Val Shra. I spoke to Malfurion, but that's it. But everything else I've done for the other 3 zones with this character. I've started to add these here to my characters, because I eventually want to finish off the Pathfinder stuff, so I can try to unlock flying. I have finished exploring the other 4 areas. I just haven't done Suramar yet because I have yet to really experience Suramar with any of my characters. The only one I've done any progress on is my Warlock, where I did the first quest, which opens up like the first flight location. And I think I may continue with that to like try and learn what is I'm supposed to do in Val'sharah and such, in order, or not Val'sharah, Suramar, in Suramar and such, so that way when I, if I possibly try and record it for one of my other characters, like perhaps my main Orc Shaman character, I will have an idea of what to do. But I'm also very excited and interested in continuing some of these other Class Order Hall campaigns. For one thing, for a number of reasons. One, I want to get some of those Class Order Hall mounts. The Demon Hunter is not amazing, but I like it. Of course, I also need to work on some of my other characters to do that. It's just progress I'm really trying to, I try to at least get them to 110, because then you can unlock so many more things. You can get so many of the other Class Order Hall upgrades, and tons of various things just become available to you and get unlocked and such. So that's what kind of my hope is to do. I know I'm kind of doing this with my alternate playthroughs instead of my main one, but I feel like I at least need to get it into a video. I hope that, because the Demon Hunter is it was the latest class to be added, and it's a pretty fun class. I like it. I really enjoy playing it. That some others will also hopefully be able to check it out, though it seems like that option may have been taken away, but then again, that could be just an account or a server thing for me, because I already have a Demon Hunter on this server, and you're not allowed to have more than one. So I only have characters on one server. I probably should make more on other servers, possibly, in case there are people I want to play with and such, but, I can only be able to try and keep up so much, right? But hopefully this quest will lead me to unlocking a couple more people. Oh, look at that. World quest. Supplies needed. Cancel that. I just want to focus on this Class Order Hall quest for now, and it is down here. I mean, trust me, I do want to do some of these world quests. If you look here at Broken House Pathfinder Part 1, yeah, you have to do 100 different Legion world quests. So, that should hopefully combine with all my characters. Because I've heard that it's account-wide. Once you get achievements for those, it's account-wide, I think. So I feel like the Demon Hunter is one of the best classes to be able to do all this exploration and such, as well as do some of these achievements, because of how mobile and versatile they are. Hello, Malice Shade. Alright. Oh, hello. A Worgen warrior. He's like, what are you doing here? Papaneeks, is that you? Oh, this is a rather odd turn of events, don't you think? You're free, and now I am a prisoner. Yeah, how ironic is that, huh? A cage wasn't enough to hold me, so the Vrykul ensorcelled? ensorcelled these runes to trap me in here. Each is powered by a different Fellscorn rune. Unfortunately, they gave the runes to different guardians, who have all scattered to different places around Stormheim. So if Syrah said that you could have precious keystone back, you're gonna have to get me out of here. Then we'll see. Deactivate the 3 rune stones to set Malice free. Collect the rune from Rune Lord Ragnar. If you already have one, obtain a grapple launcher in order to scale the wall. Oh my goodness. So each of these are a quest. Oh boy, this could take a while. The rune stones in Traveling Malice Shade. It can only be destroyed by using Rune Sage Floki's rune upon it. Collect the rune from Rune-skilled Rollo to deactivate this rune stone. Huh. Okay, let's go ahead and activate all those. Oh boy. They are all in this area, right? Okay, so I see... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait, what's... Oh, yeah, that's the Tide Scorn thing. Right, so he... Alright, this one's over here. This one's over here. Where is number 2? Oh, it's down here. Okay. In that case, let's go get this one first. Well, this is going to involve a bit of traveling. Something I was kind of hoping to avoid, but... Unfortunately, I don't know how these quests are going to go. I'm doing this blind. So... Taking some fall damage, but hey... I have the set that helps with my regeneration, so... I've been enjoying playing my off-camera warrior, but specifically the arms, because I can pick up second wind. So when I take fall damage like that, second wind kicks in, and all of a sudden I just get back to full health just like that. It's great. Really enjoying that. Okay, there's... Rollo's rune. Where's Rollo? Where are you, Rollo? Oh boy. Do I have to wait for him to despawn? Or respawn? Excuse me? Oh boy. Got an orc warrior over here. It always confused me sometimes when I would see names like that, like Nather Nessingwary, and I was like, why do they have that extra name? And I realized that's indicating what server they're playing on. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of cool. I used to have this, I guess, perception on certain things, like if you're playing on a different server, you could never see some of the other players, but turns out that's not true. Where is this guy? Is he ever gonna respawn? Do I have to go in here to find him? Oh my gosh, I do. Wow. I was sitting there for nothing. Man, don't you just hate it when the waypoints just are wrong? When it's not, like, fully correct? Hold on, hold on. Alright, let me demount here. Whee! There we go. Is he in here? Please let him be in here. Hello! Hey, why don't you get on this too? By the way, since the last time I recorded a video for this, I have found out some more information. Like, I did not know that the Shade of Akama was a boss in the Black Temple raid. And that the real Akama, who we kind of mistreated in the last video, actually helped us defeat Illidan then. Which is why it's interesting that when you choose which guy to help earlier in this campaign, that actually determines whether or not you get the Shade of Akama or you get the real Akama to help out. If you sided with the other guy, then the real Akama would have joined me. But because I didn't, I joined the other guy, because I sided with Illidan, basically, we got the shade of Akama to join us. Which I'm sure makes some people go, uh-oh. Oh, that's one of my talents. Picked up one of these, and all of a sudden I was able to get to my metamorphosis for just a few seconds, but sometimes that's great. And I've noticed that they look different for each spell. Your metamorphosis looks different for each one, which is pretty cool. Really emphasizes the demon spikes part. Alright, this... Kind of wish I had changed my inn to that area that he first talked to me. Alright, so hopefully this won't take too long. I'm sorry, this ends up being pretty long for you guys to watch. Floki's rune. And this is like the first part of this quest, where you're just finding these optional bosses in order to do these quests. And you'll be like, oh, I already fought this guy. But hey, now you gotta fight him again for this Class Order Hall quest. Huh. There's a quest here, which I apparently never did. What is this? Clues discover the fate of Tidescorn Harbor. Oh, I guess I never came down to this area before. Oh well. We're here now. Whee! Whee! Oh, hello. Other players. There's the boss. Feels good to do that kind of damage and then look at my health bar and see like it hasn't gone down at all. I gotta react to that. 2 hours with a boost to both my agility and stamina, which is pretty nice. Oh, hello, Night Elf Demon Hunter. Let's see if I can do this.
You are not prepared.
I like how the text says, I give everyone a hearty hello. But instead I say, you are not prepared. I am such a follower of Illidan.
I will bathe in your
Clearly.
blood.
I'll bathe in your blood. How am I gonna get back up there? I guess I gotta go the long way. Huh. Pass all this stuff. Head over here. Let's see, can I... it's like right up here. Alright. So maybe I'll just go over here, change where... I still had it set up at Tradewind, because I was finishing up with High Mountain recently before I started doing this. So, let's see if I can change this. Like, man, with all that world quest stuff, it's hard to see where exactly I am. Here we are. Okay.
We can trade.
Prepare my stuff, sell that.
To glory.
Stop asking. Alright. Let me go ahead and make this in your home.
Judgment awaits.
Alright. Now, we shall continue. Actually, hold on a second. Is he close to another... Alright, so he's close to Dreadwake's Landing, so let's just fly over there before we continue. Why is this guy highlighted? I don't know.
Hail, champion.
Alright. Actually, also shows him pretty close to Cullen's Post. So let's just go to Cullen's
May
Post.
your battles end.
Man, I would love to get this as an actual mount. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, I've got the black, you know, I've got a couple of drakes, but they don't look nearly as they don't look as big as this guy. Could you imagine having this guy as a mount? It's pretty sick, I'm just saying. To fly around this place with that mount would be pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Over there. I love seeing a bunch of players around as I'm doing this. You know, it's like the game is kind of trying to force you. Oh,
has taken prisoners during a recent raid on High Mountain. I would ask that you free them for me. I owe a great debt to the ancestors of those who were taken, and would see that debt paid.
where is this guy? Is he up there? Probably. Alright, hold on. I got to... gonna have to take on these guys and try to survive all this. That's like having the spikes and immolation aura is so good. Which is a talent you can pick up from Illidan. Or rather, for Illidan in Heroes of the Storm. Alright, where's the, Come on, there's gotta be... Ah, there we are. Whee! Alright, where's this boss? Looks like it is inside this building here. Yep. There we are. There's Ragnar. Of course, apparently it's taking the Shade of Akama forever to get to where I am. See what I mean? Look at the damage, but also the constant healing I'm doing to myself. Hey, where'd you go? You know what? Metamorphosis. There you go. You gonna stun me like that? This is what you get. Look at that. Because that sigil, he was paralyzed. He couldn't even do anything. All right, I've got all three. All right, now comes the fun part. But then again, why don't I just Hearthstone back there? That'll make things a little quicker and simpler and easier. See, I'm partly wanting to hold off on doing these world quests because I haven't even gotten the part where it says, now go do 10 world quests to continue your class order hall. Once I get that, then I'll gladly want to do these world quests.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
Eh. By the way, expect this character to make an appearance in my series that I started recently where I'm soloing raids, specifically in the, I mentioned Akama in the Black Temple. And that is exactly what I want to do with this character. You know why? That's why. I want to have a chance to get these and transmog my weapons for the... Like, if I got these and got the transmog for them, I would use them on my Demon Hunter all the time. Now, it says warriors, rogues, death knights, and monks can also use it, but let's be honest. You want to use it for your Demon Hunter. I mean, after all, if you're using your Demon Hunter, you're more than likely using Warglaives. So it would make sense you'd want to use Illidan's Warglaives. Alright, let's free this Warden. We clear this up. It's like, dude, could you stop? Come on. Sweet. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Go. Alright, there we go. Can you get out now? I guess I underestimated you. Good. I like to learn and grow. Up to helping me out with one more little thing? Ooh. A Fell Lord. Ah. The Sargerite Keystone. The reason why I came out here was to capture or kill a Fell Lord named Lochaber. Whatever. I am no longer in a capturing mood. I'll grab my weapon and then head up to the bridge in front of the Gates of Valor. That place is a scary mess full of Fellscorn, Vrykul, and demons. How do you think I got caught? So I'd rather not go back in there. But I think I know a way to get the demon to come out to us. Uh-huh. Really, dude? The Gates of Valor. You know, believe it or not, I actually enjoyed the Vrykul, Viking, Odin portion of this area more than the Sylvanas Greymane portion. The Fell Lord Lochaber is hiding somewhere in that mess up there. I have no desire to go anywhere near the gates just to kill one demon. We'd end up having to wade through hundreds. One thing I learned while having him in prison is that he's got quite the ego, so I'm gonna call him out in front of all the others. Malice stifles a very unwarden-like giggle. Let me know when you're ready, Demon Hunter. Ready when you are. Taunt away. Come, demon, face us if you are not afraid, that is. I fear nothing. I will kill you on my own! What? Sigils down? How can you hope to beat us now? You're just standing there, dude! What are you doing? I beat you! Do you, though? Do you really? Because it looks like he didn't. If you only knew what was coming. As she begins to stealth away, Malice whispers in your ear. Very well, Illidari. A deal is a deal. Your keystone was always safeguarded within the Vault of the Wardens next to Illidan's corpse, hidden within the platform itself. Then tells you how to touch the stones of the platform within the Vault of the Wardens, just so in a particular location, so that the Sargerai keystone will be revealed. All that is left now is to travel to the Isle of the Watchers off to the southwest of Azuna. Off of southwest Azuna. There you will need to break back into the Vault of the Wardens and descend down into its lowest recesses where once you were imprisoned. Within the so-called Vault of the Betrayer, where the Wardens once held Illidan's corpse, the Sargerai keystone awaits. So now I have to go into the dungeon Vault of the Wardens and retrieve the Sargerai keystone, which is down over here. It looks like, yeah, I went ahead and already went over here, and I found out I could just unlock this portion, which helped me get the achievement for exploring Azuna, because you can unlock this flight location here. Just go straight to it. So where the Vault of the Wardens dungeon is. Why are there 2 icons for the same dungeon there? Huh. Oh, look at that. It's also a world quest. So there you go. I'd be able to also do a world quest of it, I guess. So, So do I have to really do that before I can be able to unlock the next portion, which is do 10 world quests? Let's use my Dalaran Hearthstone and let's go back to my class order hall just to double check. And I mean, it should be relatively easy for me to get into that dungeon. And see, this is what I was talking about. It's important to try and do as much of this as you can before it says, hey, now you have to go into this dungeon. And it could be a little difficult without the dungeon finder, but fortunately I can still use the group finder, and I can just queue up for the Vault of the Wardens right here. And of course I'll queue up as a tank, because it's far easier to queue up as a tank to get into a dungeon than it is to as a DPS. And as I've been saying, it's actually been fun tanking dungeons as this tank spec here. Here's Khadgar ready to do the Broken Shore scenario, which we will, well, I don't know if I'll do that in here, because I'm trying to focus on the Demon Hunter campaign, Class Order Hall campaign and such. Gotta get off my mount so I can glide over. But yeah, I'll probably I'll try to cover that in my main playthroughs of my Orc Shaman. So if you want to actually see that scenario where you go to the Broken Shore, which is supposed to take place after you do Suramar and then you take down Gul'dan in the Nighthold raid and free Illidan, because then Illidan helps with the charge to get to the Broken Shore. I'll probably show it in that playthrough instead of this one. Alright, now let me see here. Is there anything here? No, it looks like it really does want you to have to do that before you continue. Okay. I like that it's still a Mardoom here, so can't really continue this until we do that dungeon, so we'll stop here, and maybe I'll record that for you, just to show you guys what that dungeon is like, where we actually get to take on, if we look at the adventure guide here, as I was saying, I want to do that with, this Demon Hunter. I want to have him do the Black Temple to get that. But if we look at the Vault of the Wardens, you remember at the beginning of the campaign that Cordana Fell song was the one who Gul'dan had corrupted, had her turn traitor, and had her let Gul'dan into the vault to get Illidan's body? Yeah. So we get our opportunity to get revenge against this warden turned traitor, against Maiev and the rest of the wardens, Cordana Fell song, along with some of these others. And of course, we were there. That's where we were imprisoned. So it's going to be like, hey, we're back where we were kept for many years. So, unfortunately, nothing too special in terms of loot to get while we are in there. This would have meant something, this Fell artifact relic. It would have meant something had it actually mattered anymore, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter anymore, unfortunately. So I don't know. I may record it. I'm kind of leaning towards it. So we'll that's probably what we'll do in the next video. I'll probably start to, oh, look at that. See what I'm talking about? Look at that. The guy has the transmogs. That's the Warglaives of Azeroth right there. That was the transmog. That's what I want for my Demon Hunter here. I want to get those. And I would love to ask him, so how many runs of Black Temple did you do before you got those to drop? I would love to hear his answer. Because I've met some people that told me they've done like 500 runs of Ice Crown Citadel, and they've never gotten the mount drop, which is so sad. I've seen someone else say they did hundreds of runs of the Eye, and they never got a Lar to drop from Kael'thas. So I understand the chances of getting the Warglaives are not good, and that raid is not short. Okay, that's a very long raid. But I'm hoping it would be worth it. Oh, look at this! This guy has his Azerite armor, so he's already, I like seeing that some people went to battle for Azeroth and they've been coming back to Broken Isles and Legion. They still want to do more stuff here, which, I don't know, maybe that speaks to the current state of how Battle for Azeroth compares to Legion, that people are coming back to play some more in Legion, either for unfinished business or because they just enjoy this expansion in these zones more. Who knows? Who knows what the reason is? But it's fun seeing a bunch of players still in the Legion areas, like myself. That I'm not by myself while everyone else is in Zandalar or Kultiris. But we'll probably be trying to do the Vault of the Warden's Dungeon to get the Sargerite Keystone, as well as get revenge on Cordana Fellsong when we come back. Stay tuned.